Greetings, brave travelers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is the second video in a 4-part series to prepare you for your class changes coming in the TBC pre-patch. Today's episode is about our clothy friends, the Priest, the Warlock, and the Mage. If you didn't catch the last video on the changes coming for Shaman and Hunter, be sure you check that out on the link I'll have on the screen. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already to get notifications about all of my latest uploads, please feel free to do so. Your support is greatly appreciated and will go a long way to help me continue to increase and improve my videos. Alright, enough with the chatter. We've got a lot to cover. Let's get it started. First up, we're going to talk about the Priest. The specialization we're going to look at right away will be Discipline. In Discipline, we see Silent Resolve at a 20% reduction for your spells to be dispelled. We have Meditation Talent, which was buffed to 30% regen from 15% regen. Improved Mana Burn, buffed to 1 second cast time, was 0.5 seconds in Vanilla Classic. This will really help in arenas as you'll be spamming to burn the other healer's mana before you run out of yours. Power Infusion added a 20% reduction to spells' mana cost. Well, what's new here? We have Absolution, Focused Power, Reflective Shield, Focused Will, Enlightenment, and Pain Suppression. All of these are legitimate reasons why Discipline Priests become absolutely ridiculous in PvP settings, primarily Arena. Next up, we're going to take a look at Holy. Inspiration added Prayer of Mending, Binding Heal, and Circle of Healing to the tooltip. Lightwell does its healing over 6 seconds as opposed to 10. This doesn't necessarily make this spell more viable, but it is a nice quality of life change if you do choose to use this talent. Healing Prayers. Prayer of Healing mana cost reduced by 20% in Classic now sees Prayer of Mending added to that tooltip. What's new here? Surge of Light, Holy Concentration, Blessed Resilience, Empowered Healing, and the Master Raid healing spell, Circle of Healing. Next up, we have Shadow. Shadow Reach, increased range of shadow spells by 20% was 3 points. In TBC, it does the same thing, but now only costs 2 points. Shadow Weaving brought down from 3% each stack to 2% for each stack. What's new here? Focused Mind, Shadow Resilience, Shadow Power, Misery. Misery increases the spell damage from all spells on the target, which is why they nerfed the Shadow Weaving down from 3% to 2% per stack. Vampiric Touch, the primary reason you bring Shadow Priests to your raid groups. They're basically mana batteries, and they'll allow your healers and DPS to go on forever without having to worry about mana. Major priest ability changes? Well, there are no major changes to any of the major priest abilities. There was a change and a shift to a lot of priest racial abilities. Fear Ward was made baseline. Sorry dwarves, but it was too OP to just have by yourselves. Draenei receives Symbol of Hope. Dwarves receive Desperate Prayer. Draenei and dwarves share Chastise. Human priests have Desperate Prayer as well as Feedback. Night Elves have the ability Star Shards and Elune's Grace. Blood Elves have Consume Magic. Undead still maintain the OP Devouring Plague, though. Undead and Blood Elves share Touch of Weakness. Trolls have Hex of Weakness and Shadow Guard. It's time we talk about our resident emo kid, the Warlock. The ultimate slow death talent tree, Affliction, is first up. Let's start with our Drain Tank change. Improved Drain Life in Classic has 5 points and maxes at 10% increase to Drain Life healing. This is changed to Soul Siphon, which increases the amount of health or mana drained by Drain Life or Drain Mana respectively by 5% for each additional Affliction spell on the target, up to 60%. Improved Drained Soul sees a major shift as well. In Classic, when a target dies with Drained Soul on it, you receive 100% increased mana regen, reduced to 50% in combat. This is changed to refunding 15% of your maximum mana if the target dies with Drained Soul active on it. Your affliction spells now also cause 10% less threat thanks to this talent. It's kind of a weird place to put that threat reduction, to be honest with you. Improved Curse of Agony. In Classic, this increased the damage of Curse of Agony by 6% at 3 points. And in TBC, it changed to increasing the damage done by Curse of Agony by 10% at 2 points max. Improved Drain Mana was removed and combined into the Soul Siphon talent we just spoke about not too long ago. Curse of Exhaustion. This reduces the target's movement speed by 10% for 12 seconds in Classic. But that's actually increased to 30% in TBC. That also sees the improved Curse of Exhaustion talent completely removed. What do we have that's new here? We have Shadow's Embrace, Contagion, Malediction, Improved Howl of Terror, and Unstable Affliction. On now to Demonology. The talents see quite an improvement in this tree, leading to Demonology being one of the best leveling specs in the game. Spell Intellect in Classic increased the maximum mana of your pet by 15% at 5 points. This sees the addition of a 3% increase in mana pool for you as well, with a maximum of 3 points instead. Improved Health Funnel added a 20% reduction health cost for the Health Funnel spell. Spell Stamina. Demon Health increased by 15% max points, being 5 in Classic. Now has the same effect, but also has a 3% max health increase for you at 3 points instead. Master Summoner in Classic reduces the cast time of demon summons by 5.5 seconds and a 40% mana cost reduction. This changes to reducing the cast time by 4 seconds and maintains that 40% mana cost reduction. Improved Enslaved Demons change from 5 points to maximum 2 points. Improved Firestone turns into Master Conjurer talent, which has the same effect as the prior, but also increases the spell critical bonus of your spellstone by 30%. Demonic Sacrifice. There's a few things that changed here. Spellhunter buffed to 3% mana every 4 seconds from 2% every 4 seconds. Voidwalker restores 2% of max health every 4 seconds, down from 3% every 4 seconds. And Felguard has been added here. When sacrificed, it increases your shadow damage by 10% and restores 2% of total mana every 4 seconds. This is the hybrid between sacrificing your Succubus or your Fellhunter. Master Demonologist adds Felguard to the talent, which increases the damage of the Felguard by 5%, and separately, all resistances are increased by 0.5 per level. Soul Link sees 30% damage taken by caster instead will be taken by demon, and both caster and demon get a 3% damage buff, changed to 20% damage instead taken by your demon, and you and your demon now deal increased 5% damage. What's new in the Demonology talent tree, you might ask? Well, we have Demonic Aegis, Mana Feed, Demonic Knowledge, Demonic Resilience, Demonic Tactics, and of course, Felguard. Let's move over to the Destruction tree. Improved Firebolt. The cast time of your Imp's Firebolt was reduced by 1 second in Classic, is now 0.5 seconds in TBC. Destructive Reach added a 10% threat reduction to the tooltip. Improved Searing Pain. Same values, dropped from 5 points down to 3 points. Ember Storm adds reduces cast time of your Incinerate spell to the tooltip. What's new in the Destruction tree? Nether Protection, Soul Leash, Backlash, Shadow and Flame, and Shadow Fury. Let's take a look at our very few ability changes. Curse of Shadow and Curse of Elements merged into one Curse of Elements spell. The new TBC AoE cap that you might have heard quite a bit about if you've done research on TBC applies to Rain of Fire as well. And the Don't Worry They Are Still Strong and Get Everything They Want class, the darling of Blizzard, the Mage. Mage talents don't see much of a change, but they do have some nice treats. Arcane talents. Improved Arcane Explosion changed to Arcane Impact, which keeps the increased critical strike chance for Arcane Explosion by 6% and adds a 6% critical strike chance increase to Arcane Blast. Arcane Mind changed from 10% increased mana to 15% increased mana. And what's new here? We've got Improved Blink, Prismatic Cloak, Empowered Arcane Missiles, Mind Mastery, and Slow. In the fire tree, we have our Burning Soul talent, threat reduction reduced to 10% from 30% in Classic. Molten Shields adds a 100% increased chance to affect ranged attacks and spells added to the tooltip. And what's new for fire? Well, we have the talents Playing with Fire, Blazing Speed, Pyromaniac, Empowered Fireball, and Dragon's Breath. For our frost talents, our very first change is Elemental Precision is changed from 6% to 3% in reduction in chance to resist your spells. Cold Snap is moved down the tree to row 5 and replaced with Icy Veins. Generally, I'd apply this to the What's New category, but since it displaced another talent, I figured I'd mention it here. Frost Channeling changed the threat reduction from 30% to 10%. Ice Block, this is the big one, was now made baseline for all mages. What's new? Frozen Core, Ice Flows, Arctic Winds, and Summon Water Elemental. Ability changes? Well, we really don't have any actually. The biggest thing is just that we got a big AoE cap. Mages can still, of course, do the boosting strategies. I've talked about that guy Arleus before, but he does definitely show you that it's possible in TBC. This concludes our class changes for our favorite clothies in TBC pre-patch. Our next video in this 4-part series will be on our leather-wearing friends, the Druid and the Rogue. I would like to thank you for watching this video, especially if you aren't planning to play any of the 3 of these classes we just discussed. Your support means everything to me, and this content wouldn't be possible without you. So if you haven't already, please make sure you chain lightning the like button and its closest friend, the subscribe button, for more WoW related content. If there is anything I might have missed in this video, as I said in the last one, please feel free to leave a comment or stop over at my Twitch, twitch.tv/godofluls, if you want to just tell me to my face. And if there's anything better you think I could do in another video, follow the same pattern. Until next time, my friends, farewell.